Hello everyone, this is Foxgemini, and I'm taking a look at FireWatch today. It's actually just dropped, so let's begin, shall we? Oop. Might have to mute a little bit of this because I hear music and I'm not sure what music's going to be copywritten or not. So I didn't even think of changing that setting, so I'll have to do that here in a moment. Boulder, Colorado, 1975. You see Julia. She's about your age, late 20s, laughing with well-dressed professors and grad students from nearby Colorado University, Boulder. You, Henry, are out drinking with your pals. You approach her. You are drunk. So, what's your major? You slur the word major, and it smells like Coors. You give an awkward smile. Evolutionary biology, she says, and I'm a professor. Cool, you reply. What's yours? She asks. She sniffs the air. Toxicology. Was that a burn, you ask? She says, definitely. Worried she hurt your feelings, she asks you if you want to split a cheeseburger. A week later, you are Julia's boyfriend. Huh. Alright, let's see. Yeah, music. Bye-bye, sorry. Display subtitles. Back. Resume. Let's see. We're trapped in an elevator. Ooh, that's a zoom. Oh, backpack. Awesome. Oh. You pick up the backpack. I'm guessing that's our truck. Those graphics kind of remind me of The Long Dark. So, let's see, we are number 5. Number 5. You might want to close your tailgate before throwing a bag in that's not strapped down. Date for over a year. She drives you nuts, and it's great. You move in, you share an apartment near the school with a view of the mountains. You two drink beers out on the deck. You drink a beer just about anywhere. Life is good. Julia wants to get a doggy. A puppy. There's a scruffy, undersized beagle Julia's in love with. She wants to bring it with her to class. There's also an intimidating but gentle-eyed German Shepherd. Sorry. As a dog groomer, I'll take a German Shepherd over a beagle any day. Mayhem's an excellent dog. He loves wrestling with you in the park. Oh, goody. You gotta love pets. Let's see. Oh, you talk out on the deck. It's summer, 9:30 p.m. and the heat radiates high off the desert. What do you think about kids? She asks. Kids? They're not very smart or good at much. I'm saying if you and I have a couple of little idiots. That would be pretty good. In that case, we should probably get married. Yeah, I would like that, you say. These kids are going to be screwed up enough. It's probably best that their parents are hitched. That's great. So, it looks like we're on our way out here while we're reliving his story. Woo! Zoom in. Bear country. Do not forget to check in. No fireworks. Not recommended for Uneducated hikers. Let's go. It looks and sounds really nice. I quite like the look of it. What? Darkness? Another flashback? It's a Thursday night and Julia is 4 hours late. She doesn't call. You're worried and getting angrier by the minute. She walks in after you've gone to bed. She's not quite drunk, but she's clearly been having a fun time. You fight when she gets between the sheets. You don't touch each other all night. The next day you feel guilty for being so angry and ask her about her evening. She says it was great. You hold onto a tiny pill of resentment. Julia still likes to draw. She draws plants from her research. She draws all the places you go. She draws you. Yes, exactly. Alright. Oh yeah. Done. Wow. This, I have to say, I do like the way this looks. It does. It reminds me of The Long Dark. The graphics, anyway. 2 Forks Fire Lookout. 8 miles ahead. Can we sprint? Nope. But we can vault over obstacles. It's getting late. 1982. During the summers, you and Julia walk Mayhem at night. There's a festival in town. It brings folks from far away. One of them tries to mug you with a knife. May it move? The dog! Julia yells. She gets flustered and has trouble speaking when she's fret. Would have beat his face in if he had touched anyone. He reached into your pocket and got out a gun, threatened to kill him. You managed to scare all 3 of you. He runs away. Julie asks to take a different path from that day forward. From then on, you walk by the river. Awesome. 1984. And Julie gets offered at Yale. Yale is in Connecticut, 2,000 miles away. Let her do what she wants to. You ask if she'll commute because you don't want to move. She says it'll be hard, but if you don't want to move, but she'll do it if you don't want to move. She agrees and flies to Boulder. Julia is sent home from Yale on paid leave after having an episode. She lost it on a colleague for borrowing a book. She didn't remember that she had happily loaned them to him a couple days prior. She was found crying in a... We need to talk to someone. After seeing multiple doctors and having many tests, I know that feeling. They are worried that Julia might be suffering from onset dementia at 41. Journal. Wedding ring. Right then. That was, yeah. I'm so glad I don't have face cam. My facial expression would have been hilarious. Mayhem is getting older. He's got silver down his back and slows down at night. You and Julia walk him to the bar to see your friends, and it feels like nothing has changed. Julia goes back to the university. Julia's affliction is getting worse. She can't remember things in class. Her research is in shambles. She drives her car to the next town over for no particular reason and has to be brought home by the police. She is devastated. Some days you get the Julia who calls you a joke and your unborn child little idiots. Other days, you get a stranger. She pulls you into bed to make love. After 5 minutes, she goes into a panic, believing her dad is at the door. You tell her family, and they are crushed and begin to make trips to and from their home in Australia to visit her. For a while, your friends come by with little things to brighten the day. You spend your days following Julia around the house. You count the seconds between the 2 weekly visits from Daniel the nurse. He suggests that Julia could live somewhere else, somewhere with 24-hour care, at home. It sits with you for a couple of months. I mean, we had to do this with my grandma. I know how hard it is to take care of someone with dementia. I don't know if there's any save points, but there probably is. Let's see. So I still don't see any sprint, so I'll just walk along. Okay. There's a deer. Hi. That was hilariously animated. Sorry. Her family agrees with your decision. You find a fantastic place in Boulder and move her there. You see her every day, then every other day. You go out to the bar with your old friends. It's not the same. You get the feeling that every wife tells her husband, if you ever put me in a home like Henry did, I'll cut your balls off. Julia's sister Susan moves to Boulder to be close to her. She visits her every day. You go with her some of the time. Susan buys you an old typewriter and urges you to use it. If you won't see a therapist, you won't. You've always really liked Susan. Months go by, Mayhem dies. Julia doesn't remember him when you tell her. Sometimes it takes her a minute to lock in on you, the back of your mind. I'm sorry, I'm not going to keep reading these. There's just way too much. I'm guessing that was just the prologue. Wow. Oh, about 15 minutes. That's, well, more like 12, but close enough, yeah. Ah, there's the save. Enter the lookout tower. Well, I know I haven't done... Oh, that's me moving. Okay. Well, I know not having done much, it's not that exciting, but I am going to continue with this a little bit later, but I want to actually stop at a save point. But from what I can see, it sounds very nice. The story in the beginning, it's a bit meh. I was more hoping of a gameplay, but in the description I read somewhere that it's a narrative story, so it was kind of expected. I know that there's more to do in this, and so I'm going to do a bit more of it and probably actually end up doing a second little look on it. But for now, I think it's gone on long enough. Plus, I don't want to I don't want to have this drag out, so to speak. So if you bear with me, you'll be seeing this again, and those are storm clouds. It's just so beautiful. I don't know why, but I really like it. It handles well. Deer animation, a bit, yeah, that was kind of funny. The narrative story, it's interesting. A lot of it is actually hitting pretty close to home between my grandma, my doctors, and all that stuff, so there's that. So this one might be a little bit hard to continue if the story keeps up like this. So until next time, everyone, have a wonderful day, and I'll see you guys next time.